Leave your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Great Rod isn't, y'all. Great Rod isn't. Come on for the walk. Come on and get the blood moving through your body and everything like that. Great Rod isn't. Raw to the day. I don't see that orb in the sky yet, but yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Let's see. Okay, I have to say, Heidi Fleiss. When I was younger, they used to have madams. And every year, just before an election or something like that, a madam would get busted or something like that. And the excitement of the thing was the names in their little black book being exposed. Now I would say on a tablet or on the little disc, but we'll still call it a black book. So they said, right away they said, no, sex child pedophile thing. Oh, he died before he was convicted, so I'm supposed to say alleged. These Hatfields and McCoys kill me. So the first thing they came out and said, he doesn't have a little black book. Whew, I must have laughed for days. They wanted to make that perfectly clear before you even think about it. Don't even think about it. There is absolutely no black book. No, there's a little disc, a little drive. Where my name on it. I should put the person that has the drive rules this country, honey. Because how many names is on that drive? And Jeffrey is alleged to have sex trafficked kids. Yep. So, could you imagine how many political and famous pedophiles is on that little drive? Then you'll understand why all the legislation being passed is about a woman's coochie. They need them kids. Listen, at 7 years old, they're already too. When they turn 7-year-old, they're already too old. So they need some new blood. But that disc drive. And then I was thinking, man, there hasn't really been, okay, Stormy Sanders, or whatever her name is, that Trump is suing. This is another Hatfield and McCoy that cracks me up. Stormy Daniels has to pay the apprentices. Remember, that's what he's known for. He was a reality star. That's how he came to be in politics. Woo! So Sandy Daniels, whatever now, Stormy Daniels has to pay the apprentices lawyers like $100,000, something like that, $120,000, something like that. Now, if I was Stormy Daniels, I wouldn't pay him shit. This people who don't pay bills always want people to pay their bills. Oh, you owe me. Well, you owe other people. I ain't paying them. Why am I gonna pay you? Because you owe me. You owe them. You know what I would pay him? No mind or attention. I tell him, take it out in coochie. Whew. And oh, and on The Apprentice in a New York City court, honey. Whew, the second episode. Whew. The Apprentice will be back on the campaign trail. Whew. I haven't found out yet if someone is a presidential candidate, can the indictment be carried out? I think not. I laughed so hard yesterday. So then my daughter tells me about America and the dollar, and they talk about inflation and stuff like that. They done seen through your bluff. The world powers have seen through your bluff. You bunch of crooks parading as some kind of Avengers. Oh, yeah, okay, here it is. You think yourself a bunch of Robin Hoods. You're a bunch of felons sitting there in Capitol, in the U.S. Capitol. Felons, pedophiles, people of no count. Just because you got money don't mean you got your count. Liars, bullshitters. And I'm so sick of these posts when they talk about shooting in school. And the children. They ain't never give a damn about children. Go back to workhouses. Oh, we made it better. No, you didn't. It just switched. Now the children are needed to fill the prisons. Then they needed to fill the workhouse and make clothes with no money. But now they need to work for the prisons. And the one saying, oh, the children. In that room that their husband don't let them go in, he got more guns and ammunition out there than a military post. But you're not allowed in the attic to see all the stuff he got. But you downstairs, oh, the children. And then your child go up to that attic and get hold of them guns and go there and shoot up the school. Is it still the children when it's your child? Whew. You should have went up in that attic, saw them guns and said, listen, I'm out. I'll be back when the attic is empty. I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't stop. I get my pocketbook. I get the kids. I throw them in the car and we be gone. Work it out. Whew. But no. Y'all remember all them guns we saw? For the orange, the orange shit stain? They coming down, leaving their fields and leaving their cows, leaving everything. So they could parade with their guns. I think my walk is already at the bottom of the Facebook and the YouTube pile. Because I think they say, I hear them say, oh, YouTube don't like certain things when you say certain things, so you throw them down to the bottom. So it's on the ethers. So yeah, I put the apprentice, and I was like, no, copyrights. So then I made it the apprentice in a New York City court. Any other country, the apprentice would be out of. That country would expel him. That country would get rid of him. But that's how you can tell if they all knit together. And he got that little Jeffrey disc. He already petted the courts with his judges. We saw that with our own eyes. In case the coup don't work out, he put places. I play chess. You don't know anything about chess. It's all in place. It's all in place. So then he'll be a presidential candidate. Can't indict him, throw him in jail then. And then he'll become president. And he will take that Justice Department, his lapdog, and he will do that lapdog like vicious men do dogs. Stomp it out. Stomp it out. He'll be the judge of the judges. Whew. So I can understand. My daughter said something about the American dollar not adding up, and other countries are getting together and doing their thing because they see the truth of what's going on here. How can you trust the country? Ain't nobody gonna want us. Ain't nowhere for us to go. Yeah. I did an unsuccessful coup, but then I got this little disc with all these pedophile, sex perverts, etc., etc. Because you know what came to me? The vibration of the ancestors came. And they said, why is African Americans in charge of prosecuting the apprentice? Why? Because probably their names, the only names that ain't on that little disc drive. Or as I call it, Jeffrey's Black Book. I know Latissa's name ain't on it. And if the other guy's name is on it, then he's standing up and being bold and taking it. Whew. Can you imagine on Jeffrey's little disk drive, you find out that politicians are requesting little boys? And remember them wild parties at Mar-a-Lago? You remember those mad parties when he used to show up and bring all the diplomats and stuff like that and give them the whole weekend or the whole week to stay? Probably too many to count. Woke up in bed with a couple of women and a photographer looking down. That little disc, I call it the black book. Ha ha ha. Whoo. Little pedophiles, little creeps. They want little kids, little babies that Jeffrey could bring them. Probably got pictures in there with the little South American kids that they locked up at the border. They don't want them to get out. Can you see Supreme Court judges? Ugh. Disgusting. I can't see that. Disgusting. So they don't want to get out either. But can you imagine? America, the big cock of the war, with a felon at the helm. A grifter. Carnival Marcus coming back to show. Whoo, the apprentice child. Let's get some water. Feet and toes, yeah. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah. And we're back. Okay, I'm starting this on time, though. I'm starting a little after. Okay, enough about the politics. Enough about the politics, honey. Who are these folks? So I want to tell you about Ron. He's going to be on YouTube and Facebook at 12:15, he says. And I want to tell you, the more I listen to that song, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. It's like the ancestors are cheering. I feel their vibration. Because I can't say I'm talking to only white people. And they go on TV and they get an audience and everything. Black people can't do that. So I had that dilemma. And I was like, listen, I can't be saying I'm talking to you. And they say, okay, just say vibrations. Say you send out your vibrations to us, and we send out vibrations to you. I said, okay. So, in my vibrations, the ancestors happy. They like it. Old musicians, they like it. They like it. And mine is, I'm blown away. I am blown away. I am awestruck. Yes. Yes, I am. Because I've been writing for a long time, and the nicest author I met was J. California Cooper, and I called her. I read her book, Family. And I found out who her agent was, and I sent off a letter. Oh, my God. Oh, that book, Family. Oh. All right, let me tell you all about Family. Like Toni Morrison. They're all in that genre, during that era of, I guess, the 50s, 60s. Like with Toni Morrison. I know. Maya Angelou. It's what Maya Angelou basically wrote about her life. She wrote poems. Still I Rise. But her books that I read, basically about her life. I don't know how I forgot where I was going. Because I got a vibration. And I contacted her, the agent. I sent a letter to the agent. Then I followed up with a telephone call, and I got a phone number. And at that time, I wrote Africans in America Theme Park, and she told she was excited about it. And I told her, I just had to call you. I had to. Because your book was phenomenal. Touched me so deeply. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It starts from enslavement days. And the woman is killed. Child's taken away from her, from what I remember. And she dies. But she follows every generation of her bloodline. All the way up, I think, to the 70s. She, like Toni Morrison, is a conductor of words. They make symphonies of words. The words explode on the pages. You feel them. That you call them characters. I call them friends. Who else can do that? Terry McMillan. She doesn't make characters. She makes friends. So, that book was so good. And it was during the time that I was producing my AIDS awareness play, Gifts. And I got the book from one of the ladies from Brothers and Sisters United for Change. I got that. And that Colt Leader book. And I just told her I was in awe and thank you. And by then she was in Washington with her daughter. And she said to me, and I have to use this line, she said, okay. She gave me the address. I sent her a copy of the book, Africans in America Theme Park. And with her phone number, I was like, okay. She said, put my phone number somewhere where you won't lose it. I ain't find the phone number since. Oh said, put my phone number somewhere where you won't lose it. I went to call her to see if she got the book. I couldn't find the phone number. But, oh, it let me, I could see it. I could see straight through these coats. You stay with your family from generation to generations. And I was born into it. So you got to really dig your way out when you're born into it. But my daughter, she was not. She was not. I was not going to do that. I told her, listen, so we won't be shunned, and people say I ain't raising you right, your family, you got to learn certain things. I ain't saying take it in your heart. Just when they talk about it, you got to act like you know. So you have to say, won't he will? He do it all. Ain't nothing without him. I said, oh, if you hear them say it, then you know what they're talking about. I said, if not, they're going to shun me and you. So she hated it. Yep, she had to join the usher board. Yes, she did. I joined the choir. And every day after church, she would come back madder than when she left. And she said, Mommy, they be talking about people, they be doing that. Oh, Mommy is so horrible. And I said, Jay, you got to stick it out. It's an experience that you have to make it in this country as an African American. We either have to go that way or we have to go the Muslim way. This way is a little freer. The Muslim way, I can't walk you into a religion, a cult. I can't walk you into a cult where I know you're going to be stepped on, stomped on, and kicked in the stomach. I can't do that. Rape treated like shit. I can't do that. At least with the Christian cult, if I can get you through adolescence to young adult without being diddled on, without being torched, then I feel I'm doing a good job. So we're going to go for that one. I have more control over on the Christian cult. And that Muslim cult, I ain't got no control. They're going to stomp both of us out. Whew. I feel sorry for the Moors that was taken by the Arabs. Whew. I guess, no. Oh, I can't even, whew. So I know that I will be around from generation to generation. Now y'all take y'all energy and wish it to the thing. I didn't understand why it was so important. All the time, even when you say your prayer at night, you say, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And over the years, I wonder, why for? Why for that? And I was like, oh, now that I see the state of us, we don't even know how to respect our ancestors, which is a force to protect us. Well, y'all, I'm going to say y'all. I know. I just put cigarettes out next to their offering. Yeah. My people, they drink and smoke, but they say, whoo. So much more I used to give them as far as food and stuff, but we can't do food here. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting vibrations. Okay, tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one for good luck. I can't wait till the era of the Hatfields and McCoys are over with in America, and we're able to grow and do better instead of being stuck in sex with the greatest legislation you could pass. That's another thing. Okay, let's count this off. Now the up, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one good luck. You all watch the Republicans pass laws that clears the apprentice of everything, wipe his slate clear, and he will be in the Oval Office. He who has Jeffrey Epstein's external drive, which I call a black book, controls the Congress and the Senate. And they used to make laws to keep us down quick, fast, and in a hurry. And you won't see them laws that they pass. No former anything can be tried for anything once he's out. They gonna switch them laws up. Whew. You know, that's why I keep that picture of them climbing the U.S. Capitol as my face. Because every time I look at it, I said, they did this. They're in jail now. Some lost their houses, their credit, their jobs. But they were willing to risk it all for a carnival barker, a con man, an orange shit stain. But we, who should have not only climbed that building but burned it down to the ground, did nothing. We do nothing. Nothing. Shooting us, dropping us in the street, nothing. We do nothing. So I keep that as my Facebook because I send out vibrations. And I said, why y'all ain't climbed the side of that building? Why y'all ain't handle that when y'all could handle that? It was like millions of you. You could have did a lot more. Anyway, that's my vibration. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk.